Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, the #1 place for all things beauty, hair, fashion, and lifestyle. It's your girl, Lady M here, and in today's video, I also focusing on another Black-owned makeup brand. The star of the show today is Juvias Place. I'm going to be using their stick foundation, their concealer, their highlighter, and their palette, and the lip that I have today is also Juvias Place. So I'm excited to dive into another Black-owned makeup brand. This again is probably the 4th video in my series on Black-owned brands. So if you haven't catched any of those videos yet, I'm gonna link them in the card and you can go and check out the other brands that I featured. But before we get into today's video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to the Lady M fam. What you waiting on? Like, what's up? Like, come on, let's do this. And then while you're there, also make sure that you hit that notification bell. That way you'll also be notified whenever new videos go up. All right, guys, so let's jump into today's video. All right, so we're about to get into this look. I am going to be using Juvia's Place today. So I have their foundation stick and I have their concealer. And the palette we're using is the Chocolates palette today. So I'm gonna get into this real quick. You guys have already seen me do my foundation many times, and the shade in the foundation stick I'm using is called Ganea, I don't know. Ganea. And this is what the foundation sticks looks like. I did use their liquid foundation. I do have that. I did not like it. I felt like it had like so that's what it looks like. I felt like it had like broken up on me. Like it was maybe so matte that it just like I don't know, it just came loose like in those little areas. So I haven't used it probably a couple of times once I first bought it, and I never used it again. So I'm just gonna blend this side out on camera, and then we're gonna go in with the concealer. And the shade of the concealer that I use, I think it's 12. Yeah, 12 is the shade of the concealer. You can't see, but yeah, 12. That was like the first shade I picked. I honestly didn't really know. So yeah, that was the shade. I like the concealer. It's pretty much like full coverage, honestly. So I really do like the concealer a lot. I think like the foundation stick is medium to full coverage, but I like medium coverage, so that works for me. So yeah, so I've been really liking using all my Black-owned brands for this whole month. I'm not going to stop. I'm just gonna continue to use them, honestly. Yeah. So that is what the foundation looks like. As you can see, I went in with just one side of my face, just so you guys can kind of compare coverage, no coverage, or no foundation, and then foundation. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna speed through the rest and then we'll come back and get into the eyes, okay? Okay, so we're gonna go in with the Mini Chocolate Palette, and I'm starting out with this middle shade first, and that is going to serve as my transition shade. I don't know why I'm talking like that, but anywho. So yeah, I'm gonna be putting that shade, really just blends in with my skin tone, because I don't even think that you guys can see that shade at all. So that is perfect. It's definitely going to help blend out the rest of the colors. And so that's what we're going in with. Oh. Ow. So, yeah. That's it, just that first shade. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye. Just getting that shade right in the transition area. You could even take this color like legit up to the brow bone, because I am gonna be going in with dark brown shades. So the more I go up, the easier the other shades are going to blend out. So yes. Just like so. And just blend that color in. Perfect. So like I said, you won't even be able to see that color because it's literally like almost my skin tone kind of color. Okay, so I'm gonna go into the second shade, and that is going to be this color right here. So we're gonna put that right on top of the first shade that we went in with. And like I mentioned, we're just putting that directly on top of where we put that first shade. That color is a whole lot darker. I was about to say like a little bit darker, but it's a whole lot darker. So yeah, now we're getting into that nice transitions. Love it. Boom. And I like that. Going in again, second shade, and I'm just gonna do the other eye, and then we can kind of go back in and do a little bit more detailing. Yeah, that looks really, 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 really good. I like it a lot. So just going to match the intensity of this eye with the other eye. And then the next shade we're gonna go in with is not really the star of the show, but is the star of the crease colors, because we're gonna deepen up that crease even more. So yeah, we got using basically 4 out of the 6 shades, or maybe 5 out of the 6 shades. I don't know. Who knows? That crease is looking really, really, really good now. So we got that richness going into the crease area. And yeah. So when we look at both eyes, you can see how these crease is looking. I'm just putting the color in this crease a little bit more. And I'm just going and blending up to kind of blow out the color. But I have a nice transition going on right here. All right, and then we're gonna go in with the third shade. And that shade is going to be, my outer V is this dark brown shade. So we went 1, 2, and now we're going into 3. And that is just really gonna go in the outer V, and I'm gonna put that in the crease. All right, so let's get into it. We're just gonna start, and then I might just finish the other eye off camera. So yeah, just putting that color directly in the outer V. And I'm not gonna drag it into the crease until I don't really have any more color on the brush. And then I'm gonna bring it into the crease area. So just like so. So that color is looking really, really good. And then you can see the nice transition right there. So going in again, just right in that outer corner, and then just sweeping it in onto the lid. I mean, into the crease. And that's it. Just now I'm just gonna focus on just buffing the color out. That's it. So that's what that color looks like. I'm gonna finish the other eye, and then we'll be back to do the lid. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with a lid primer just to kind of use that to kind of, maybe I should just put it on the brush. And just to kind of use that to kind of carve out my, not really doing a cut crease or anything, but just to kind of give me a nice little lid color situation. Yes. I want that shimmer to kind of stand out a little bit. So that's why I'm going in with this. Okay. See, and for my shimmer, I am going in with this shade right here. So technically just gonna flip the brush over. And I've picked that color, and usually I go in with my hands, but anywho, just, ooh, this looks so good. Yes. Ooh. Yes. So just gonna clean up on aisle 4. That is just perfect. Gonna do the other eye, and then we'll be back. I finished off my eyes, and basically the same 3 shades that I used in my transition and crease area is what I went in with on my lower lashes. I am applying my highlighter, and I am using the Nubian by Juvias Place, and this is Nefertiti? I thought it was Nefertiti. Yep, Nefertiti highlighter. And it's just like, ooh, so good. But I'm tapping it off because I don't want it to be like too much, because then, you know, my eyes are kind of drama for your mama. So, but I love a good highlight though. Yes. And I'm just gonna go back over it with my bronzer and my blush brush just to kind of like mush everything together. Yep. So yeah, that is what the full face looks like. And I also put that same highlighter in my inner corner, so it kind of added a little bit of a bronze, like a more warmer tone bronze, because I feel like the lid is more like a cool tone bronze, so it kind of warmed up the look a little bit more. I kind of went in with a Colouredraine blush, and that was the Power collection, and this one was called the Shots. And that's what I added into the blush. I'm gonna go apply my lips, and I'm just doing a liner and a gloss today. And I'm gonna be using the Colouredraine gloss, and this probably doesn't even go with this look because it's gonna be more pinky, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'm swatching it so you guys, it smells so good. So you can kind of see the color. It is a more pinky nude, but you got to use what you have because that's what I have. I'm gonna use a brown liner, and I'm gonna use a Mented liner, and I'm gonna do that, and then I'll come back and give you my thoughts and everything. So yeah, BR. Okay, so this completes the final look. I went in with Mented Dope Lip Liner and Juvias Place Sis Gloss. I kind of wanted a more like caramel, like peachy-ish kind of gloss, but this is the color, and I paired it with that nice brown just to kind of make it a little bit more neutrally, I guess, because it is a little bit more on the mauvey pinky side, as you guys saw in the swatch. But anyway, I have attempted to buy Juvia's Place lipsticks, liners, and glosses several times, but I just never pulled the trigger. So I just went in with a gloss, and I'm not usually a liner and gloss girl, but I really like how this looked, especially because my eyes came out way more smokier than I had intended, but I still like the look. Again, I used the Juvia's Place chocolate palette. I didn't really have any problems with the shadows blending, as you guys can see, like saw in the video. They're very pigmented. I had minimal fallout. And the foundation stick looks good. I love the way that my skin looks. Concealer I have already used plenty of times before. So again, I like Juvia's Place. I like their eyeshadows, but I do want to try some more of their lippy. So I'm gonna snatch some of those here. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comments what you think down below. Are you feeling this smoky bronze smoky eye? Let me know. If there's any other brands that you know of, let me know as well in the comments. I'm excited to try more brands. And you know, if you made it to the end, guys, and you haven't subscribed, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Become part of the Lady M fam. And also turn on your notification bells. That way you'll also be notified whenever new videos go up. All right, guys, thanks, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.